friends, I think this is going to be one of those really neat videos that you might want to save for later. This is about whether a woman over 40, over 50 plus can wear a bold lip, or can she wear a bold eye, and should she wear them together or should she balance them out? Now, spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you to balance them out because you want to accentuate your best feature and you need to really think about what your best feature is, whether it's your eyes or whether it is your lips, or it might even be your cheeks and you want to accentuate those, which a lot of us love blush and we do that. But in this instance, as you can tell right now, I don't have any lips on, and so I'm going to start out by doing the balance of the bold lip compared to a softer eye. So today I have a little bit of eyeshadow on. I use this palette right here from Alter Ego called Coastal. I took this really light pink right here, that went on the lid, and then I took this kind of grayish brown along with this grayish brown that's deeper and just use those as a transition color. That's all I did. I didn't even do liner or anything. I just did mascara. So I wanted it to be really light, but when you do have a bold lip on, you're still going to need a little bit of balance. So you need a little bit up there on those eyes to really kind of finish the look. So we're going to start off with a lip liner. This one is from Maybelline, and these are some of my favorite liners, and they're so inexpensive. I just absolutely love these. I believe that this one is in Prune, but Plum Passion. So I'm going to start off by lining my lip. If you've never seen my lip lining video, you might want to go see that, because really the way that you line your lips, it's really kind of make or break your look. Do a little bit of an extra overlining on the bottom right here in the middle third, a little bit of just extra lining right there on the top with a little bit of highlight right there, and then line. So I'm not going to talk through this. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Okay, there's the lip liner. I'm going to kind of give a little purse there to be able to soften up the line. And then I'm using Flower Beauty's Dahlia Desire. The only place that I have found this is on Amazon. You might be able to find it other places, but it's just a really bold fuchsia color. It's really pretty. It's a deepened color. And for somebody with my coloring, this is definitely a bold lip. Beautiful lip. Now make sure that you kind of get to the middle of your lips and you purse them a little bit on a tissue. Otherwise, you might have transfer onto your teeth, which we all know, we go around with that. Nobody ever tells us. We're like, you're my friend. Tell me that I have lipstick on my teeth, please. And then I'm also going to take just a little bit of this Pixie highlighter, and I'm going to put it right there at the Cupid's bow. You can tell with this bold lipstick on, but if I had a bunch of eye makeup on that was really dark, you'd have a hard time kind of balancing that with your eye and looking at the person. So that's really my tip, is choose one or the other. But now I'm going to take this lip off and I'm going to show you how I would darken my eye a little bit or make it a little bit more bold, and then we're going to go for a neutral lip. Taking that Coastal palette, going to go back into this color right here, which is that neutral taupe, and then that color. I'm going to deepen up the transition color just a bit, not a ton, because I already have some of that on, but enough that you'll be able to differentiate that it's a little bit darker. Make sure you pull that out way out to the tail of your brow. Now, if you wanted to make this even more dramatic, you could use the tape that I've shown in other videos and make that line a little bit more stark if you wanted to. By the way, these are BK Beauty brushes and they'll all be listed and linked below. This one is just a fluffy brush of theirs. And then this one is their angled precision brush or something like that. So I will make sure that I link all these below. Now I'm going to go into that deepened gray, just the gray, and then I'm going to go ahead and give that outer V or that outer corner some definition. Pull that into the crease and pull it up towards the tail of the brow. So big difference, right? Even just right there. So on the lid, I did use this color right here, which is a really bright pink, which is a pretty color. I'm going to take more of a flat smudger brush, and I'm going to pick up that pink. I'm even going to make that pink just a little bit brighter. And keep in mind that when you make those brighter, you want to go into that inner corner all the way so that you get that brightness that people are looking at right in there, because that makes the eyes even brighter, and it does lift the eye because most of the darkness is out here. Clear down into that corner. and then across the lid a little bit more, smudging it together right there. Now cleaning off that brush, and I'm going to pick up this multi-chrome color right here, which is just a topper. It's nice to put on top of that color that we just used. And I'm going to stick right towards the lash line. I'm not putting it all over the whole lid. And what that does right there is just going to catch the light. It's going to be a little bit more bold without having, you know, a shimmer all the way across your lid. And then you can do this with your powder eyeshadow, or you can do it with an eyeliner. I'm just going to take Fenty Beauty's eyeliner. This is a new one I got, so I'm kind of curious on how this will work. This color is called Purple Stuff. So I'm going to just line my bottom lid, or not lid, line my bottom line, lash line, right in the corner, and just deposit a bunch of eyeliner right there in the corner. Don't pull it over. You want to do that with your brush next. So right there in the corner, building that up a little bit. Now I'm going to take an E30 pencil brush from Sigma, which I've been using for years and years. I think this makes the nicest smudge of any pencil brush I've ever used in any line. Not quite enough on there for what I want. It's not giving me the depth that I want. So I think I'm going to go into the palette, and I'm going to use this deepest color that they have right here. So I'm not going to come clear up here into the inner duct area. I'm going to stick about 2/3 of the way on that bottom lash line. Now, if you want to, you can make a thicker smudge. I do a thinner one because it always makes me look like I have raccoon eyes when I do that. Definitely more bold. And what I did right here at the edge is I just kind of flicked with that little pencil brush to try and make a little bit of a wing there. I can't do a wing for nothing, but it does help to do that a little bit. And what I'm going to finish this off by doing, and I want to tell you that I do my upper lash lining with this amazing pencil from L'Oreal. I can put this on my upper lash line, and I will have it on when I take off my makeup at night. It's that good. This one is called 24 Hour Drama Liquid Pencil. It's not a liquid. It's definitely a crayon. The color is Eiffel Diamond Glitter. What I do want to tell you as a really big tip here is when you're lining your top lash line, don't do it before you do your mascara, and don't do it while your mascara is drying. And two reasons. If you do it before your mascara, it's going to interfere with your lashes being able to separate and being able to see every part. And it's going to do the same thing. When you have wet mascara on your eyes and you go in with this, it's going to make them stick together and clump. So making sure that my mascara is dry is a big deal for me. So I'm going to go right up in here. Can you tell the difference between the two eyes as far as this liner goes? I sure can when I do this. It really does make that look more defined without robbing me of any of that precious lid space that we need. And if you have hooded lids, it might even be, you know, more important to you. So I'm going to do the other one. So bold eye is done. If you wanted to go even further, you could put something into that bottom lash line. I'm going to take one from Persona, and let me see what color this is so you will all know. This is just the color brown. I have found these Persona liners to be so good in the waterline. By the way, I have a waterline eyeliner video coming up very, very soon for you all. So look forward to that one. Let's do a little bit of this brown in this eyeline, so that you can see. A lot of people don't like tight lining anymore in their waterline, but boy, does it make a dramatic eye look even more dramatic. Extra tip, if you want it to last a little bit longer, blink your eyes a whole bunch and go back in and do a little bit more for a second coat. Now, we're gonna go into a very neutral lip. If you wanted to even, you know, pop these, make them more dramatic, I did bring in my half lashes. These are the Demi Wispies from Kiss, I believe. Now, I'm not going to put these on because of how bad my hands are shaking today, but you could even make more of a dramatic eye. I think that a half lash, that's what Marilyn Monroe used to use. I think that that half lash can really just set your eye look off without making you look like you have too much eye makeup on. Just my thoughts on that one. So now I'm going to take this lip liner. This is the Maybelline Lifter Liner, and this one's called Timeline. And there it is for you. It's kind of a medium rose color. And I'm going to go ahead and line my lips just like I did with the other one. Because I am going for more of a nude lip or a subdued lip, I am going to blot that. Actually, no, I'm not. None came off. That's an amazing liner, lifter liner from Maybelline. So I'll make sure I link that one for you. Gonna take an Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick. I hope this is still available. It's one of my favorites, but you know what? They changed their stuff so much. This is called Taupe Beige. This is a beautiful, beautiful nude color for me. It's one of my favorites. And if this is not available, I'll make sure that I give you an alternative, and I'll make sure that I give you an alternative from the drugstore as well, because I know that lots of times we can't afford these high-end lipstick, and you can find just as good a substitute at the drugstore. Oh, this is so pretty. I love this color. And to just set it off, I'm going to take this Sephora Outrageous lip gloss, and I'm going to put a little bit on because I'm a lip gloss girl. I didn't do it with the Dahlia Desire because that was already a pretty juicy lipstick. Okay, so here you go. I'm going to show you side by side the two of them. Now, one thing is I forgot to go ahead and film just me holding still. So this video right here, it's going to be of me chattering, but that is the neutral eye with the bold lip. And this is the bold eye with the neutral lip. This is for days when you want to be a little bit elevated, but you don't want to go over the top. And this is for days that you just want to go over the top too. And so my pick for this would obviously be eyes. You guys, if you've been with me any amount of time, you know that I am an eye person. I usually always have quite a bit of eye makeup on, and I love eye makeup. But that bold lip, I get so many compliments on that lip when I'm wearing it. So try those reds, try those fuchsias, try those deepened burgundies, and see whether or not there's something that you really love. Let me know down in the comments section which one you prefer and which one that you would like to wear and which one you might like to try. I'm going to throw up another video right here, which is the technique on how I do line my lips and how you can go ahead and achieve a more full lip yourself. Hope you're having a great day and take care of yourselves, and see me again in my very next video, please. I love you much. Bye, friends.